Emily Fitzpatrick. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I want to talk cookies, but not just any cookie, the chocolate chip cookie. The chocolate chip cookie has been an American classic for many years now. I don't know many people who have turned down a good chocolate chip cookie. In my family, I'm the designated cookie maker. They say I can make a pretty good cookie. I've been through many recipes and cookbooks and watched countless hours of Food Network, but I keep coming back to the Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookie recipe, which I use with a few changes that my family enjoys. It's easy to read a recipe, but most people do not know the little tips and tricks it takes to take those cookies to the next level of deliciousness. Did you know that room temperature ingredients, quality of ingredients, precise measurements, and tools all matter in the process of making the perfect cookie? Well, they certainly do, and I want to show you how. So let's bake. In anything you are baking, it is important to use quality ingredients. For our recipe, we have pretty basic ingredients. We have all-purpose flour, granulated sugar, brown sugar, eggs, salt, baking powder, chocolate chips, Crisco, which I use because it has a longer shelf life than butter. But what you really want to watch out for is this vanilla. You definitely want to use real vanilla extract instead of that vanilla or imitation vanilla, because the imitation vanilla just has no flavor, and it is so much more worth it to use the real vanilla extract. The next thing is to have room temperature ingredients. Room temperature ingredients are really important because, according to Food Network chefs such as Nigella Lawson, she preaches the importance of using these room temperature ingredients because you get a smoother final product and the ingredients blend together better. So that's the second tip. The third tip is to not overblend, especially whenever you're adding the flour mixture. You don't want to overblend because it'll make your cookies flat and crunchy and just lose all their taste. And then the fourth important aspect of making a good cookie is to have the right tools. I really like to use this stand-up mixer. It makes mixing a lot easier and the texture of the cookie is a lot better. And also this silicone pad, which is called a Silpat. And a Silpat is a non-stick baking pad, and the idea came from France. It replaces parchment paper for the non-stick aspect of it, and it can go from -40 degrees Fahrenheit to about 540 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's very durable, and it's reusable. You can just wash it, and it cooks the cookie more evenly, and it just, again, has a very good texture. So let's get started putting these ingredients together. Put in the Crisco. The sugar and brown sugar. The vanilla. And blend that on a low setting until it's just mixed together. That's good. And then you'll add the eggs one at a time. And again, blend it on a low setting. Until it's just barely blended, because remember, you don't want to overblend. And then the next thing you want to add is the baking powder and the salt to the flour. Give that a nice shake, and then stick her in. And you want to add it in big chunks. Again, keep it on low so you don't want to overblend until you just barely see the flour. So this process should take you less than a minute because overblending is the worst thing you can do to a cookie. And the last thing is to add the chocolate chips. And I just add about a cup of chocolate chips or less and blend again for just a few seconds. So once you have this dough, I put it on my Silpat and put it in the oven at 375 degrees for about 10 minutes until you have fluffy cookies. So Now that you have all my tips and tricks to making the perfect cookie, you should try it on your own. Hopefully you get the same results as I do and enjoy a nice warm chocolate chip cookie with a cold glass of milk.